it's Miss Meg here with Art Feeds for another Art Feeds Makes. Today we are going to make kindness potion, kind of like you see on movies or in stories how you can make love potion to make someone fall in love. Well, instead we're going to imagine our take on kindness potion today. But before we get started, I want to go over those very important Art Feeds rules. Rule number 1 is to be kind, which we're going to be talking a lot about today, and be creative. So I know that you're creative. I just want you to be yourself and bring your creativity today. And when I say be kind, kindness can present itself in all types of ways. But we want to be kind and respectful and encouraging to ourselves and to other people, which we're going to talk a lot more about. Rule number 2, never say I can't. When you hear, oh, we're going to make a potion today, that might sound kind of complicated, but it's not. So don't say to yourself, I can't do this. Instead say, I will try. Can you help me? Or I can do this. And rule number 3, there are no wrong answers. The way that I make my potion and do the example for you might look totally different on how you make your potion. So remember, there's no wrong answers, and how we all create today is meaningful and important. So before we get started, let's take a look at the supply list. See from the list, we are going to create our kindness potion out of found materials in nature. So we paired with a local florist called Zuzu's Petals and Gifts, and they were generous enough to give us some old bits and pieces from their florist shop. But you can find these things by taking a walk outside, picking up leaves, twigs, berries, grass. And also, if you can't go outside right now, that's okay, because you can still make petals and leaves and twigs and all of those things out of paper to use in your potion. So don't fret if you don't have those things. I'll show you how to do it both ways. Also, you can see I have these jars here, and that's how we're going to make our kindness potion inside this jar. Now, I really like these jars because they're recycled. One of these had my yogurt in them, and another had candles in them. So you could use something from your refrigerator that you find that's either glass or plastic as your kindness potion container. You can get really creative and inventive with what you find around you. Also, you will need the kindness potion Recipe Printable from artfeeds.org. You can find this on the blog to print it out, or if you don't have a printer, you can just look at it and work alongside it on your own sheet of paper. So the first step that we're going to do together before we bring the actual imagined kindness potion to life in our jar is we want to think about what elements and characteristics make up your kindness. Now, everybody's kindness looks different. Some people's kindness can be more tender and soft and peaceful. So maybe that kind of kindness is someone who notices someone who isn't being included on the playground, or maybe has someone that needs another person to sit with them at lunch, and they're very kind and tender to that person. Or maybe your kindness presents itself as you are someone who is brave and strong and stands up for other people when you see something going poorly. So perhaps that type of kindness takes courage to stand up to a bully. Now, all of these kindnesses are extremely important, and this just helps us explore, what does that kindness look like for us? So what we do on this page is, you can see there's elements here. We've got twigs, berries, grass, leaves, petals, flowers. And next to each piece, I want you to write down a characteristic of kindness. And then to practice, you can draw it in the jar here. Then we will bring our kindness potion to life inside the jar with the materials that we found. Let's get started on this piece. And now we have created our kindness potion together. Now, remember that we're using our imaginations. I can't just drink this and be kind, or I don't want to eat it to try to be kind. But instead, all of these objects inside remind us of those characteristics that we listed that create a kind person. So if we feel like we're being unkind, or if another person is being unkind, we can remember all these elements that make up kindness and remember how we're supposed to act. Now, sometimes when other people are being unkind, we don't have any control over that. But what we can do is model our own kindness and generosity and bravery and compassion and empathy that makes up the kindness potion. I would love to see what you create, whether you found objects outside in nature or you decided to make some of your own. We would like to know what you put in your kindness potion. If you'd like to share with us, you can post a video or a photo online using the hashtag ArtFeedsMakes. Thanks so much for creating with me today, and I'll see you next time.